Welcome back to a new episode of the 30 by 30 series here in SUALVI. Today's episode 26, and in today's episode I'm gonna do a sort of like a motion graphics and hexagonal text reveal, I guess. I don't know. I was trying a couple different stuff and this is what I ended up liking the most. Like I was playing around with the 3D stuff, so let me show you that what I was making. So it was a little bit crazy because of the where can I see the camera? There, like that. You see, I was playing around with the camera movement and all that stuff, trying to making it smooth and all that. But yeah, I didn't like this one that much, so then I ended up doing the other one because I was not able to figure out what I wanted with this one yet. Okay, but let's just go back and let me show you how to make this one. And the thing that it's kind of complicated with this one is that there's not like an easy way to make some polygon shapes in Davinci Fusion here yet. So the way that I did it, there's different ways. There's one way that you could do with like 3D shapes, but I was doing it and for some reason it was not working. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and start and I will show you what I did. So first of all, we're gonna have our text as always. We're gonna connect it here and it's gonna say, let's write main title for this, not title, and then we're gonna make it bigger like that, and we can make it light. Yeah, I think that's fine. And we're gonna add a merge node here also. And we're gonna create a background node. And this background node we're gonna connect here. And in order to make the hexagonal shape, what I did was I put this image in here and I made it part of it. And then I used that to make a paint mask with these tool in the background. So first we're gonna change here and we're gonna go to the polyline stroke as always, and we're gonna make it smaller also. We're gonna use this to make the shapes. I used the inside part of it just because it's easier to see the is vertex, what's called, like the point in between two lines. I can't remember my geometry class, it was too long ago. But okay, let's do that there and there. And that's basically it. Then we can just cut these out and we have our polygon shape. Yay! So let's make it smaller there. And then we're gonna add a transform node to these. Let's get it back a little bit. Oops. And also a duplicate tool. So for the transform, we're gonna animate it. So we're gonna make it go a little bit bigger also. Like that. And we're gonna create the ending keyframe there at 15 and start it at 0. So then we're gonna go to our duplicate tool and we're gonna add 3 copies. And we're gonna make a time offset of, let's say 0.2. Let's see how that looks. It's kind of like too quick, so we're gonna make it a little bit there. Basically what that means is that this is offsetting the copies by a couple more keyframes. So then at 15, we're also gonna create a new background. Let me move these. We're gonna create a new background. And we're gonna combine it with this one. And on this background, we're gonna use that same mask paint tool again, and we're going to use the same method to draw that little side thing that went outwards like that. And we're going to make sure we take the softness out of it. We can make this shape, we're going to make it smaller too. Whoop, not that. We're going to make it go a little bit farther than this one. Basically just moving these a little bit. So there's a little bit more space between there's them. And we don't want them to be connected. We just want them to be like an arrow type of thing. So then we're gonna go here and create a keyframe for the center, but we're gonna move these to be right here. So we're gonna have to fix that by making these one just fit right on top of it without going over it like that. So it basically just camouflages inside it. And we're also gonna add a duplicate tool for that. But first we're gonna create that keyframe there. We're gonna go a couple of frames forward, and then we're gonna move these all the way out. And the next thing that we're gonna do is gonna do the alpha. So basically we're gonna set the alpha to 1 here, go 1 keyframe behind, and then alpha to 0. So basically it doesn't show when this is starting, because otherwise that would just be there. And then after that, after it reaches that point, we're gonna create a keyframe and go a couple more frames forward. So then it slowly fades away again, like that. You see that movement that it does there. Okay, and then we're gonna add the duplicate tool, and we're gonna offset these again by like -125. Let's see. And we're gonna make 3 copies or 4 copies. Let's make 4 this time. You see, so then it kind of looks like this thing comes out of the way and disappears there. And also I'm gonna change the way that it disappears in the alpha. So instead of disappearing when it reaches there, I'm gonna make it start to disappear a little bit before. So we're gonna go like 2 frames or 3 frames before it starts to disappear, to get to the finish line, and then it will start to fade away a little bit. There, I like that better. Okay, so then when that happens, the next thing that we had was the reveal of the text. So if we copy this mask paint onto the text, let's see how it looks there. We're gonna create we're supposed to copy this mask paint. Oh, I know what the issue is. The problem was that I didn't use a mask paint. I used the polygon tool to make that. So we're gonna just use that to make a mask for this text. And then we make it a little bit bigger so the borders align with the hexagon. Okay, so then after the hexagon gets big at 15, I'm gonna create that size keyframe. So we'll go with the same. It will basically copy the movement of the hexagon. It's gonna come up the same way. And then let's see, when does the shades end? It completely opens up at there. So the text is gonna come out at 17. So we're gonna start making it go down at like, let's say 27. Is when we're gonna make our hexagon go small again. We're gonna go there and we're gonna go, let's say 35. We're gonna make it smaller again. Oop, not that one. We're gonna animate the transform node. I'm sorry. We're gonna animate from 27. We're gonna go to the size, and then we're gonna go to 35 and make it small again. And then we're gonna follow that last shape. So basically we can go and with our mask paint, with our polygon here, we're basically gonna follow these polygon that's going there. So basically we'll just wait until this line becomes smaller. Let's see. We can also follow that's line in the middle. So let's do that to add a little bit of like a, what would you call that? Superposition effect. That's what I was looking for that word. There. So slowly keyframe by keyframe just to make sure we track that the right way. And we're gonna let that render. Okay, yeah, so then when it renders out, the next thing that we need to do is we have to animate our text. So for that, we're gonna go to the same place. So we're gonna go to where the lines start going outwards. So here at frame 15, and that's where we're gonna animate our text. And the way that I animated was by using the right on. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna remove these. I'm gonna go to frame 15, and I'm gonna go and make sure only one side of it is out. Basically that. And then at frame 25, we'll completely get to that side. And then I'm gonna copy these two and paste it. Create a new merge. And then basically I'm gonna do these, but for the other side. All right, basically that. And then one thing that I didn't do yet was I didn't add the duplicate for our lines. I didn't add the mirror effect. So now when we add that mirror effect, it's gonna go both ways. And then for the ending, I went to the transform node and created a size keyframe, and then went ahead a couple more frames, like 10 or so. And I made it really big. I made it size 28. No, let's go even more for this one. I have to go 40. There it goes. And we're gonna do the same for the polygons. So we're gonna go to the same place that we started, and we're gonna copy these, make the keyframes there, and then we're gonna go to 78, which is where the other one ended, and we're gonna make it huge. So 40, and do the same on this one. That's how it's gonna disappear. So then we're gonna change our background, make it transparent. We have to fix that side still because it was not fixed. Yeah. So the problem was on this one. We have to change it a little bit. There. So we're gonna go here and change the 0.4. There. So basically that's it. So let me go ahead and go back to our video and then see how that one looks. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit all over the place because of a little couple things that happened, but as always, you can download with the link in the description. And I hope that you liked it. Leave a like if you want, comment, and I hope to see you tomorrow in the next episode of the 30 by 30 series by SUALVI.